What'd you get?
One egg.
Just what? Let's see. It's a good one. Day 4 of pea shoots and sunflower sprouts. They're just starting to arch up out of the vermiculite, making bumps all over the place. Those are the sunflower sprouts. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's day 6, I think, for these greens. Today I'm going to take them outside. I've been turning them every day, but you can see they're putting a lot of energy into searching. So if I take them out to that greenhouse and put them on an upper shelf, that'll be enough light that they'll just open up. Alrighty, we're out in the greenhouse. I'm setting these greens out here. They're going to stand up even with that green window. Ooh, that's bad. I washed other things. And they'll put their energy into coming straight up and spreading their leaves right out. And I want them to get tall like this. They're just easier to clip off that way. So, 3 more days and I will harvest these. Look at that. I don't need to water my greens because there is so much humidity in the air besides the rain that they're going to get all the moisture they need right from the air. Good morning, fellow subsistence farmers. This is day 9 for these sprouts. They are basically ready. But I wanted to show you, can you see why a mix is so tough sometimes? Look at all the different sizes in there. Each of these are going to be amazingly delicious, but that's a seed. But they all harvest at different times. So I think I have a solution. Come along with me and see. I've been waiting for this to come. Took forever. No overnighting with this, it seems like. And what's in it? I can't unpack with one hand. One moment. This is pretty much what slid out of that new box. I got them because I thought for a subsistence farmer that might be the perfect size for individual microgreens. But this is so cool. Wait till you see what it does. This is a windowsill size tray that came with the whole kit. I wish my windowsills were that big. Water goes in here. And then this tray with its feet goes in there. See how far above that sits? And now there's this mat. It's black on one side and whitish, oatmealish on the other. It goes white side down. And then the edges, you pre-moisten it, and the edges go down into the tray where the water is. Come on, let's see if I can do this side and keep you in focus. That goes down inside. Now this will be moistened. There is a cutout. I don't know if you can see that in this light. Let me tip it a little so it gets some light. There is a cutout right there. You're supposed to clip the fabric so that it has a hole right there. Each of these pots has holes in them. They set on this and apparently absorb the water they need in order to grow your microgreens. Or I don't think these were made for microgreens. I think they were made for cuttings and aquaponic plants and things much fancier than I tend to grow. But that's how it works. So I'm going to give that a try with those different microgreens. Just inexpensive potting soil. And this is some homegrown compost. You probably don't need it because seeds have everything a seedling. Yeah, I could use a little more in there. Seedling needs to survive without adding any kind of amendment. I'm not going to put the seeds right on the compost. I'm going to put another thin layer of soil right on top of the compost, then the seeds, then the vermiculite. That's why I like the depth of these. Right now I'm going to pre-moisten these with some, this is aquaponic water from my fish tanks. When I get in the house, I'm just going to use filtered water. And while that's soaking in, I'll make my labels. Kale. Mustard. One thing about planting this is I didn't make sure that it was thick. Where it's thick, it looks like microgreens are supposed to look nice and thick. You want them to get long, you want to be able to grab a handful, clip them off. But you can see, oh come on Deb, you can do this. I left holes. So I'm going to try to avoid that on these small plantings. So here we go. This is bull's blood, and there are only 2 left. I'll just, wherever, stick them in there next to each other. Goes on my official I need more list. So this is a, can you see that name? I can't say that. It's a German lady's name, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a German name. This is Ray's very favorite beet. It just tastes right to him for some reason. I don't know what tastes wrong about the others. Everything I'm planting today does not need to be pre-soaked. It can be planted dry. Where my sunflower seeds and my pea shoots needed to be pre-soaked in order to come up in a timely fashion. Okay. Wow. I thought I was hearing a young seagull screaming out there. Can you hear that? But my guess is that it's a young eagle because the crows are going crazy. I just had a look. It was a pair of seagulls that the crows are attacking, and I don't know why. Alright, now spinach, and I have a red spinach and a traditional green spinach. And it looks like I've got enough green spinach here to fill this up, but let's see. Bloomsdale long standing, and this one, this red spinach, I think it's called Beaujolais. And we saved this seed. You can tell from the package we saved this seed. I like them in here nice and thick. It's not like you're planting to transplant. Okay, now kale. kale is just, the Russian kale is just so pretty. The dragon or black kale, or sometimes it's called Tuscany kale, tastes a lot better in summer. Russian kale really needs a nice freeze in order to be really good. But for sprouts, we're going to say, I don't think it matters. Okay. This is a mustard that went to seed before I even knew I had it in the garden. Well, I knew I had it in the garden. It came in like an Asian blend of some sort. And I didn't know for sure what kind of mustard it was, so I thought, well, at the very least, it'll make some nice sprouts. So I went to the trouble to break open all those little rat tail pods and save the seed. I've done the same with radishes too. I've got a lot of radish seed that would work good. I've saved for seed. I don't know if they saved. I tried to save some pink radish and I haven't had a chance yet to find out if it's going to come back. Whoa, there's a hole in the bottom of that. Uh-oh. That's not good. And I'm not going to go chasing them. So that's a lot thinner than it should be because apparently I opened the other side, or it just wore out. Now it's all over the floor. This is a basil I've had for a long time. I plant it every year because I love all the different colors, but yeah, I've had this package for a long while, so I'm gonna make some microgreens out of it. And I thought I might need some of sweet basil too, but I don't. Filled it up just nice. And finally, arugula. There it is. And this was packed for 2010, so I've had this around for a long time. Turn it into microgreens, and I don't have a lot of good luck growing arugula. I don't know why. Everyone says it's easy. Guess I'm not everyone. Alright, now I'm going to top these with some really fine vermiculite. Put those in my pocket. Take them back in the house and set this up the way it's supposed to be set up. Thank you so much for watching. I sure hope that if you want something fresh for this winter, that you'll take a chance on microgreens. It takes about 10 days from plant to snip, and then you can have more than just your canned goods and your frozen stuff if you're living on subsistence farming. Get out and get dirty.